cheap, nasty figures. I have a new name for these guys. I'm gonna call them bum figures because they're bums. This figure is terrible. Now, I want you all to humor me for a second. I want you to find a bum figure in your collection right now. Yes, you, the viewer watching this video. Find a bum figure. Now, I want you to find that bum figure. And I want you to find one good thing about it. Oh, like this one. Oh, I really like the paint on the wings. I think it looks really nice. One good thing. Find one good thing. I want you to pull out your one-step changer Optimus Prime toy from 2014. That's terrible. Now, I want you to find one good thing to say about it. Like, oh, I don't know. I like how it changes in one step. That's pretty fun. Find one good thing to say about your worst figure and leave it down in the comment section. We're not here to talk about that, though. After humoring me with your bum figure, take it. And now I want you to do me a favor. Everything you said about it, every single thing that every single person watching this video said in the comments, it does not apply to the figure I'm about to show you guys. Because what I'm about to show you guys is genuinely the worst figure I own. Forget the realm of Godzilla figures. This is the worst figure I own. Not even just Godzilla. This is the worst figure I own. I own quite a lot of figures, and this is the worst. Easily worse than the low end of Transformers, because at least they can be fun. This isn't even fun. It's miserable. Misery incarnate. Now you're probably thinking, well, Benix, didn't you already do a video on this guy? Well, is he back yet? Well, to that I'd say he's back because he is easily... I didn't give him the proper whooping he deserved in that video because it was more of a Jobby the Hong parody anyways. I really didn't have time to go over my actual thoughts on this thing. I know a lot of people like saying things online, especially when Monsterarts does something stupid. This is the worst SH Monsterarts figure ever made. Easily. I don't care what people tell me. This one is awful. I don't get it. What happened with it? It's terrible. But you're probably thinking, why? Well, man, you look pretty good. What's going on here? I'll tell you what's going on here. 1, there's no paint. Number 2, it breaks incredibly easy. And number 3, the pricing is god-awful. Number 4, his articulation sucks. We're gonna get into it. All nitty-gritty. We're gonna review this thing, and I'm gonna tell you why this is the worst SH Monsterarts figure, and the Shimo is not that bad in comparison to this abomination. Even the SH Monsterarts first release of the King Ghidorah, it sucks. It's awful. It's insanely overpriced. And it's terrible. It's still better than this. I'm telling you, this is the worst experience I've ever had with a toy. Let's get into it. Paint. What paint? Because I don't see any. From this distance, I cannot see any paint. Well, the only painted parts on this figure are the red on the tips of the fins and red eyes. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. There is no other painted parts. There's no shading. Now, I don't think I need to tell you why this is indeed a problem. In the movie, as I said in my first review, he had red. He has barely any red on this thing. What happened? Now here's the time where I start getting mad. Just kidding. This is the time where I'm gonna get furious. The articulation is abysmal. He can't move his torso at all because Bandai thought it'd be fun to have 3 missile pods that barely function, that were never even used in the film. Yeah, which one would you rather have? Chest articulation or missile pods? I don't know. Yeah, missile pods they chose. No chest articulation at all. Missile pods though. Just put your head down in shame. Shame on you. Put your arms down, you ape. No. You're bad. You're terrible. He doesn't have any torso articulation. Another thing, the butterfly joints here feel like crap. They're on this weird, like, you can see it. It's like a weird spring, but it's not. It's just a hinge. It doesn't rotate, but it moves. It's disgusting. I don't like it. It's just bad. It's terrible. It's awful. It's awful. It's terrible. I mean, even the neck. There's only one segment here. This isn't cut out. It's just one segment. The weirdest thing here is the head pops out to, like, give more range so you can do the thing. Yeah. What a weird design. The legs suck because they had to have functionality. Pistons. We'll get to it. Pistons, die-cast feet. Nothing moves well. It's all so stiff and terrible. I know people are flacking on the Shimo, but at least it looks like it can move, okay? At least it can move. This is a brick. You are a brick. You do nothing. And now, it's time to talk about the tail. Now, when this thing originally got released, people talked about the pistons breaking. There were several reports of the hip pistons just breaking right out of the box. Not even being handled. Just snapping right out of the box. No handling or anything. They just broke. Just like that. Done. Gone. What? Then you had a few reports of this tail breaking. And I thought to myself when I got this figure, oh, I gotta be careful with those hip pistons because I'm sure the tail won't break at all. The tail broke not once, but twice. Twice in different spots. No wonder it broke. It's because it's such a poor design tail. Look at, give me a second. I swear to God, look at almost any Godzilla figures, even mediocre ones like this guy. Just look how their tails are made. Barbell-styled joints going in. There's a nice rigid frame and an outer shell protecting it. Now, what does MechaGodzilla have? He doesn't have that. He doesn't work like a normal Godzilla figure. He works like a freak. Basically, the segments are attached directly to the other segment. Why? Why would you design it like that? Look how loose it is. Ugh! They designed it in the worst way possible. Instead of making each segment a shell, where a nice sturdy structure would be put in place like a beam with another beam and a ball joint attached to it so that it would be a nice sturdy structure, kind of like this, right? You see the socket there? Yeah, and then look at this. Boom, nice sturdy beam construction. Yeah, look at that. It's almost like this was engineered. Actual design that works. Tested, tried and true, tested design. Oh, what do we get with the MechaGodzilla? Well, we get the worst tail I have ever seen on a SH figure. Ever. It's terrible. It doesn't work. It would be better as a bendy wire. You heard me say that. I hate bendy wires. And this tail would be better as a bendy wire because this sucks. When your fear is that it's gonna snap on you because of poor design, not even like stability or that it's gonna pop up. No, it's gonna snap clean in half. When that's your worry, that's not good. Whoever designed that tail, you did a terrible job. I'm sorry. Multiple reports of it breaking clean off. Terrible. Awful. Shame. Terrible figure. Ranting aside, not only did this figure have terrible accessories, lack of paint, broke for several dozen people. Just dozens of people. This was breaking. People were reporting on it. It's Bandai. And lack of paint, I already said that. Bad articulation. And the last flaming gun for this figure. The price. I talked a lot about it in my last video, so I'm not going to touch on it too much here. It's too much. It just costs too much. That's like the 5 basic elements for a figure. If I'm grading this thing, right? This thing fails on everything. This is a 0 out of 5. Those are like 5 basic elements of a figure. Those are like 5 basic elements of a figure. Price, articulation, paint, sculpt. I guess paint and sculpt kind of go in the same category. You could put them because the paint exemplifies the sculpt. Articulation, I think I didn't say that one. And why am I spacing on the last one? It's got to be, I guess, design of the overall figure. It just fails on every single level. It sucks. Or no, accessories. And yeah, design of the overall figure. This thing fails at every point. It's terrible. This video is really negative, I'm realizing. But I really want to call this figure out in particular, because I've seen a lot of hate going around Shimo recently. And I saw this one pull of the worst SH Monsterarts figure ever. I think you were on it. You better have been on it, I swear to God. I don't even remember if he was on it or not. I don't think he was. He's the worst. Easily. From a figure standpoint. Easily the worst. Just by far. Miserable experience. Just miserable. Nothing good about it. Genuinely nothing good. And that's disappointing. I can't say anything good about it. I can't say I enjoy the diecast features because they get in the way of the articulation. I can't say anything good about this. I can't say I like the sculpt because it breaks. I can't say a damn good thing about this. And that bothers me because I wish I could. I wish I could enjoy this figure still. But I can't because I'm afraid it's going to break again. It genuinely sucks seeing this. But I got a figure that I want to talk about. Megatron. This figure is a runner-up for one of the best figures in my collection, and is easily one of the best figures of the year. Stay tuned, best figure of the year. This thing is just, it's so good, man. The paint is incredible, and this was $50. They had this premium silver finish. Beautiful. It's almost through the whole figure. And where it's not, it's on parts of the figure that are going to be, put on stuff. Good job. Look at that. A competently designed figure. Oh, look at that. A competently designed butterfly joint. And a $50 figure. By the way, this figure transforms into 2 different modes. Ooh, just get out of here. Just look at the knee bend on it. Ooh, look how organic that looks. It's beautiful. This figure is just chef's kiss. It's so good. I can't rave about this figure enough. If you like Megatron, you gotta get this. It's just so good. He's got individual fingers. He's got a pointer finger. And it's a mainline figure. He's got a pointer finger. Just killed it. They killed it. Absolutely killed it. They just killed it with this. I love it. It's fantastic. Just $50. 160. What the hell? But why? Different companies, different budgets, man. Yeah, you think about that? Stupid? Well, it doesn't matter because this is a $160 figure. I should not have a $50 figure that outclasses it in literally every department. This is disgusting. But that's a Transformer. This is a Godzilla figure. And this is where Hiya Toys just absolutely steamrolls Bandai in recent memory. I can't tell you enough how good this company is. They're just good. I'm going to start buying some of their Alien figures. Because A, I got into Alien. And B, just so good. Just crushed. The last Bandai video I did, I talked about this guy. And I just had no enthusiasm. I had to switch the video format up. Because I had nothing interesting to say about it. It's Godzilla. It's boring. This figure sucks. This thing is amazing. Buy Hiya Toys. That's the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.